Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today I have a haul video for you. It's just a little one from Stampin' Up to show the new colours. The annual colours have come out, so I have some cardstock, the inks, etc. So I thought I would show you what they look like. But first I just wanted to apologise for not having a video up last Friday. I've been having really bad internet issues to the point that I couldn't even put a note up to tell you that I was having internet issues, and I couldn't put the video up. Now originally this was not the video that I was going to put up that week. I have another one which I'm now bouncing to the next slot for my videos because this came and I thought that I would like to get this out to you fairly promptly so that you could see what the new colours are. Okay, so I thought first of all we'd just take a look at the colours through the cardstock because you can kind of really get a view for them. But I thought it was quite a nice range of colours. We've gone for quite a bright selection this time, and I think the colours are really gorgeous. I really think they're really nice. There's not one colour here that I personally dislike. Now this cardstock will come for the annual colours. They come as a mixed pack as well as these individual packs. I think they also come as 12 by 12s. So you've got all different versions, but I get the A4 size and I get the pack, the complete pack, which for each colour, which has 24 sheets in, because obviously they are a limited edition. Yes, they're out for 2 years, but I can generally take a view looking at the colours on the screen that, yeah, I'm going to like those, so I go for the complete set. So let's just run through what these are called so that we can go and see what they are. So this is Sweet Sorbet. This one is, of course, it's always upside down, isn't it? Parakeet Party. Yep, look, upside down again. Tahitian Tide. Well, that was the right way up. Orchid Oasis. And Starry Night. So again, Starry Night, Orchid Oasis, Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party, and Sweet Sorbet. Okay, so now we have the ink pads. So again, you've got the same colours, and you can see, you know, obviously the colouring here looks the same. Well, now in case you're new to Stampin' Up, the stamp pads work where you flip the lid over and you can then slide it back in position and you ink like that. Now the beauty of that is that obviously the face of the ink pad is always facing down when it's being stored, which means that even as the ink starts to get a little bit older, you've used a bit of it, you'll always get the ink coming to the top of the pad, and as long as you're storing it flat that way up, then you will have the most ink on the top there, so that's always handy. The other thing that they do is they put the names of the ink pads on the back. Now you'll see these are in foreign languages, and they also have a couple of blank ones as well. I've already taken the English ones, and you basically put it on the end, so when you store it you can still see from the end not only what the colour roughly looks like, but also its name. So again, another really little handy thing to have. Right, so taking the first one, which is Starry Night. Get plenty of ink on there. So now don't forget, these are going to be a lot richer at this point in time. And of course you can always double stamp if you want to make it gorgeous. And then we've got Orchid Oasis. So you can see here the colours are quite distinct. I hope that they show up, that it is quite a lot brighter colour. And then we have your Tahitian Tide. Beautiful colour. So now we have Sweet Sorbet. And then finally Parakeet Party. Beautiful looking colour. Oh, I think you're not going to quite see that unless I move that up. There we go. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? Okay, so the next thing we've got are the Stampin' Up Write markers. Now they obviously have the other markers as well now, which I never remember the name of, with the different shades of the same colour, but I have been using these ones and have each of the colours for each of the stamp pads. I found it quite helpful as well, because what I'll show you is, one, obviously they come in all the colours, but what you have is you have the sort of thin tip there, sort of a writing tip, and then you have your brush marker in this end. Now I find this is quite handy if you stamp something, like if it's an outline and you miss a bit, and same with the other end actually, it's quite handy for filling in any bits that you miss, as well as just basic colouring. But let's just see the colours themselves and how they compare. So I brought you down closer so that you can really see, and I'm going to use the brush end and the other end so you can see how both work. So we've got here the brush tip, and this is Starry Night, and then the sort of writing sort of fibre ball point tip. I'm not quite sure what they call that, but anyway, that end. So then we have the Orchid Oasis. I'm just making sure which end I'm grabbing hold of. And you can see how very close they are in colour, really, really good. And then the other end. And then we have Tahitian Tide. Beautiful colours. You can just see that because the light's a bit bright all of a sudden. And then we have Sweet Sorbet. And then finally we have Parakeet Party. Gorgeous colour. Go. So that's all 5 colours. So that's your ink pads, your markers, brush tip, and your markers sort of writing tip. So that's those. Looks really cool. So that was all the kind of the colours part that I had from the annual collection. So I basically just got the inks, the markers, and the papers. But I did get one more thing which I just thought was absolutely adorable, and that was this little birdie stamp set called Sweet Songbirds, or as both my mum and dad thought, they were little whales. But when you stamp them and you add the little wings and feet, they come out. I've seen the images of them and they look so cute. These are photopolymer stamps, so really adorable. And yeah, I think they're gonna be really cute, so I'm looking forward to using those to make some nice cards with. They do come with a die set as well, which I do think would be handy, because you could cut out the wings and stuff, and sort of, you know, cut out the bird as well, and sort of die cut it to sit on top of the branch. You could die cut the nest so he sort of sits inside it. But I figured that most of these shapes are pretty easy to cut around with the scissors if you really needed to. So I figured for the price of purchasing the extra dies, I thought I'd rather spend it on something else another time and just use a pair of scissors this time. Okay, so that is it for today's video. A sort of short and sweet video just showing you the colours that have just been launched, and obviously just that one stamp set. So I hope you found it handy just to see how they stamp out and what they really look like. I would suggest that you do definitely go on across to the blog post, because I will put photos of, say, this as well, and some of, you know, the papers, etc., so that you can really see what they look like even more so, because sometimes the photographs give a different impression as well. So do make sure you hop on over to there, and I will put links to the products in Stampin' Up themselves as well for you. I am not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so it's just for your convenience that I'm putting that up. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.